You understand? The alien was tall and sleek, an obelisk of a being. They had black skin that blended perfectly with the cosmos behind them, and a sharp face made to cut through stars. They harbor great knowledge, and worse yet, ill intent towards mankind. Their name was Az, and their peoples were called the Altars. They helped humans. Major was smoking a cigar, fantastically smaller than his alien friend, and just as fantastically uncaring. He was lazily splayed across a rock, shaking his boot along to a song stuck in his head. You've sent the coordinates to the nerds? Az nodded, hiding his unease with the polish of a champion diplomat. Well? Major puffed his cigar, slowly letting its milky clouds fall helpless out of his mouth, like white, airy blood dripping from a kill. Everything about him was a concoction of casual and violent, hurricanes of contradictions. To the Altars, humans were the scariest things imaginable, capable of such death, yet so small and without worry. Little black holes of fury. Major stood and almost made Az jump. Guess I should get started. That's it? That's all he wants? Everything about the man made Az want to fly away as far as possible. But they couldn't. They had a mission, and better yet, they had an act to keep up. We want to see humans thrive. Az's voice was careful and filled with calculated compassion. Yep. Major rubbed his beard, eyes elsewhere. Az shifted on his feet. You need anything from us? We'd be happy to— No, old buddy. Major dusted off his fatigues, his small and sparry body like the twitching limb of a spider. No, I think we got it from here. He lifted a large and genuine grin towards Az. It shook them to their core. They watched as Major walked to his ship, a gangly metal thing, lined to the teeth with weapons, coated in red, blood-like paint, and adorned by little comics and epitaphs. A naked lady, a bomb with a smiling face, anything crass and bloody humans seemed to love. Well done. As his compatriots came up behind him as the ship flew away. There were 6 of them, and they all made up the Council of Elders for the Altars. It's going well. It's not easy. Az shook his head. Humans make my skin crawl. The Altars were creatures of planning, of subterfuge. All across the galaxy they pulled strings like puppeteers. Now that they found humans, their missing piece, now they point their great weapon at vast swaths of planets and say, There they plan on attacking you first. Go! And they reap the wrath. They make our enemies disappear, Az. El put their hand on their shoulder. We must keep humanity thinking it's all for them. They're selfish beasts, and with them at our whim, nothing stands before us. Never have our plans moved so fast. Another chimed in. They're like rocks, Az. They don't think, they just desire to be thrown. Yes. Az's eyes were on the small dot of a ship slipping off into the void, leaving with it instructions of war and intentions of death. Even on the brink of disappearing into the horizon, humans somehow still held an aura of horror. Though, I fear we meddle with fire, not rocks. No, Az. Even as El said the words, everyone had a sensation of dread. Humans are much too brash to dig further into this. They're simply beasts. Simple things. Excerpt from the Altar records. Mankind found the Gesh threat on solar period 20021. The violence was swift, as the Gesh were armed and prepared. Much blood was split on both ends, yet as always, somehow, mankind was not deterred in the slightest way. It wasn't their numbers or guns that eventually conquered the Gesh, but their determination and seeming enjoyment of the violence. Gesh eliminated, as planned. 4 human months later. Chaos was sweeping out our command. They all ran about frantically, and alarms blared with horrible rings. Az walked in confused and panicked. "What's happening?" "Stars above!" El ran over. "The humans are coming unannounced. A ship is on its way." The humans never did that. "One ship? You want more?" "Stars know." Okay, what have they said?" El spread out his arms in dramatic emphasis. "Nothing." They all stopped and looked at the two council members. "They've said nothing. You must get out there to greet them." "Me? You're the ambassador." Fear surged through Az. "Don't put me out there with those things when we don't know why they're here." "You must. We have no other choice." I... 10 dreadful minutes later. Major walked out from his ship, one foot slinging in front of the other, and limbs sweeping lazily by his side. "Hey, buddy." He opened up his arms with a welcoming pose. "Good to see you, pal." Az had their hands together, and couldn't help but shift from one foot to the other. "Major," they nodded. "My friend, what brings you back unannounced?" "Hell." He sat down on his usual rock, one hand on his knee and other rubbing his beard. "Can't I come just to say hey?" Az hated human jokes. "Hello?" Major smiled. "That a boy?" We of course welcome your arrival and cut the shit." And just like that, tension became real. Something grew and became ripe in a singular second. As his hands wrapped and bound to themselves in panic, and with every ounce of their will left, they tried to stay calm. Pardon?" Major looked at him, a small smirk creeping up his face and piercing Az. Slowly he began to laugh, an aching, rocking laugh. A laugh that bounced around the open air between them, and somehow seemed to shake the stars. Funny folk, you all. Az couldn't take it any longer. "Major, please, if there's something you need—" He raised a hand to silence them. "I'll talk." He shifted on his rock and lit one of the cigars, puffing it like one sips whiskey, sighing as he breathed out. "You think I'm a simple fella, buddy?" His eyes didn't leave his smoothly rolled cigar. Well, you are quite smart for—" What did I say about the shit?" "You said to Word for word, buddy." "You said to cut the shit." "So, please do so." He took another puff, speaking with the cigar between his lips, spinning his finger in a circular motion. "Try again." "Yes, I think you have a simple quality to you." "Good." He smiled and chuckled lightly. "I think so too. I think I'm a real simple fella. Now, I'm glad we agree, so I have another question for you. What's your plan for when we turn on you?" A jolt ran up Az and made them visually shudder. They staggered for a fleeting moment and struggled to bring both feet back together. What? "You folk are the planning folk, so what was the plan?" His voice was so simple, so relaxed. Thousands of thoughts rushed across Az's mind, yet they were trained. The situation was obvious, and the backup had to be initiated. "Major." It was automatic, coming out from years of planning. "Our technology is greater, our guns grander, our—" "Bullshitting? Yeah, that's what I thought." Az blinked, stunned. "I'm not—" No. Major raised a relenting hand. "We expected that. Just a little disappointed is all." Nothing was left in Az. They had no other words to find, no other idea to lean on. "All right." Major stretched his legs and rolled out his neck. "Who's next?" Az was shaking. "What?" "Who are we killing next? We prefer if they have caches of antimatter. We're running a little low at the moment." I'm not following." "My friend." Major smiled, a deep and gratified grin. "We've known since the start. We just needed to see if you all actually knew what you were talking about. Why make our own plan when there's already one that's been crafted and honed for eons?" Now, Major looked off into the stars, smoking and lightly nodding his head. Who's next, buddy? We like to speed this thing up, that's why I'm here having this conversation. Everything inside of Az had crashed to the ground. Their atoms, their being, their history and future, it all collapsed. Collapsed and fell towards the man relaxing in front of them. It was all unfathomable. The plan is sacred to our people. I'm banking on that. No, it's ours. Sure it is. He puffed long and easy. So, who's next? What was their options? What could they do? They couldn't possibly beat the humans, and now they knew about their sacred plan. They could change it, but it was holy. It was theirs. They'd worked for generations on it. Would the humans know if they changed it? Buddy. Major had closed his eyes, almost like he was trying to nap. You know how you guys have a nickname for us? You call us the Weapon. Az was shook to their core. Nothing left. We have one for you all as well. Major smiled. Plan A. Don't let us get to B. All right? Excerpt from the Altar Records. Today, the humans revealed their plans. We have no choice. Our sacred path has turned us into nothing but guides, slaves to our own plans. The humans, we thought them weapons, but we see now the error of the plan. We could have never expected that creatures of such violence could be capable of such foresight. They are not weapons. The humans are much worse than that. They are the war themselves. They are the very battles, the ideas, the soldiers and the tools. They don't possess, they become, and they have become the inheritors of fate. For that, we must honor the plan, and honor them, the great inheritors. Woe is the worlds that lie before. They come. We are sorry.